this is a Neil Ledger app. Basically, this is an MRB app. So here, anyone on the app can come and first as a guest login, they can literally view all the projects going. This is basically monitoring. Everyone can easily access all the projects, its buffer pool, its credits converted, its project cycle and everything. Like as I click on show more and I select any project, it will open that project basically. And like it shows map and all the statistics about the project, like 450 carbon credits have been converted till now. 67 investors are there. Basically they have bought its carbon credits. This is all the details, meta details of projects, and more details will be seen in the PDF form. Now we can see the person can sign in. The person can sign in as project proponent or retailer. Basically, project proponent are the person which will grow the plantation, and retailer will only trade the carbon credits for their own use or for the use of some third party. As I enter the details, I'll enter the demo details, basically dummy details, which you can call. And after that, I have to submit the payment. Like it requires payment. It requires payment for that, which government will have the payment. And I have to submit my KYC documents like legal entity name, PAN card and all that. As I submit and click on OK, as I upload that file for all the documents, and this is basically a dummy document. I have selected and completed registration. As I click on complete registration, I'm basically selecting a dummy file and I'm clicking on complete registration. Now these details are sent at the backend of the backend at PostgreSQL fetch on the NCCR portal, where government will do the KYC for this user. So this is basically the homepage admin portal. This is admin portal where all the documents of that will be managed. All the documents of the market will be managed by the admin, by the NCCR admin, which they have asked in the problem statement. This is the page where he'll see all the projects and all that, how statistics about the market, how much carbon, how much projects are going, how much carbons are converted, how much carbon are there in the market right now. So here first, the NCCR admin will see all the account details. Whenever a user signs up or sign in, he'll send his details like company name, PAN card number and everything to do the KYC verification for the government to know that he's actual authentic user. So NCCR portal will see its documents, whether he's approved or not, KYC done or pending, and about the role, like he's going to be a project proponent or he's like to be trader. Government will see and review his report. Now government can see a report and view his document. So basically this is a dummy document. We have created a dummy website for this. A dummy document is there. So on the basis of KYC, government after verification can approve or reject this the user to be a part of that system or not. So after this KYC, the user is enrolled and part of our community. So in this page, in this admin portal, we have projects. Like government can see how many projects are going there and how much are not going. Like this is a Mumbai coastal area map, coastal area restoration project, and this is like map of that. How much? This is basically a dynamic map which will show the area of plantation and all that. And here is all the details of the project, like how many credits and buffer pool are there. Buffer pool basically insurance pool. And here you can see like project metadata and documents. What are the documents in the timeline right now? Like BCS methodology, what are the methodologies used which are specified in CCTS scheme, and project ID and accounted in everything all. This is basically ACVA portal. So here the government will manage all the people who wants to be the part of this community to do the manual verification. ACVA means Accredited Carbon Verifier Agencies Management. Basically they come and view details. We can view its detail, like where it is working right now. It's registered in United States. Basically it's a United based company, United based organization, which will review and do manual verification. Like this will be going global, so we are like put it United States and Germany. So these are ACVAs. So now as I became the user of this app after my KYC and all, I can surf on this app. Now basically I'll go to my profile section where my location will be fetched by the backend of the app for my data uploads, and to know that I am authentic. Now I'll go on the data uploads tab on the left side of my app. Here I have three layer verification, three log verification. Basically first step is it's asking for my location, and secondly it will only take the photos on which my face will be there, like selfies, and third will be due to satellites. As I go on my profile and I'll upload the photos and I'll upload my project PDD report. Basically first I'll be supporting my PDD reports. So as I upload my PDD report, basically this is a dummy report I am submitted. Now after it will go to the backend and it will be fetched by the admin portal, and it will do its verification manual, whatever it has to do. But basically this is the report, PDD's report, project design document, will be submitted by the user to tell us about the project, like how many years will it be going, how much year for the plantation will be going, how much carbon right now, like baseline scenario, if project is not there, how much carbon would be produced, and everything, like how much after how many years he's submitting monitoring report and all that, which he will mention in the PDD document, like brief description of that project. Now government what will do, it will review that document, like based on the statistics and lab reports given in the PDD, it will assign it to ACVA, which will further give me a report which I can see, like I can click on that and I can see that dummy PDF. Now I can see I can see and match both the documents and approve or reject this on the basis of that. So this is how it will work. Now, after my PDD report very validated by the government and by ACVAs, now I have to submit monitoring report after every few years, where I'll be putting my data through data tab, my selfies and all that, which they will use to verify claimed carbon credits. Now I'll upload my monitoring report which I have done by engineers. So I'll upload that report. It will be stored at the backend and it will fetched by the NCCR portal. So here comes the verification part. Basically the user submits monitoring report after 2 or 3 years, whichever he has specified in the PDD report. Now, when the report comes to the admin portal like me, like I'll see the application, I'll see the monitoring report here. Now, I'll review this PDD, I'll see the PDD and documents in which he has claimed like this much carbon has converted from atmosphere to the soil. And what will I do before assigning it to ACVA to do the manual verification and take the soil samples for lab reports and everything? Before assigning it to ACVA, this will be a cost saving technique or uniqueness of our project, XAI. What I'll do, I'll just submit the monitoring report which I've got from the plantation owner. Like basically this is a dummy PDF obviously. And but what is this XAI? This is explainable AI. It basically is a ML model which will give me answers, analyze the file report and analyze how much carbon is converted, find out how much actual carbon should be converted based on an ML model. Like its attribute will be from canopy height, canopy density, tree height, and heat map of the plantation taken from satellite. It will process an answer, like it will give me a confidence score, like this much carbon should be converted or not. And if the confidence score is above the threshold, I'll approve, I'll send it to ACVA, like it will be cost cutting. And if it is not, I'll reject. I'll tell the plantation owner to resubmit the monitoring report so that ACVA the manual verification finally. This is just a cost saving effect. Now after that, I'll send it to ACVA and I'll see ACVA report. Obviously this is a dummy report, and based on these reports I'll compare them and I'll see how much credits are actually going, how much they are mentioning, and how much are actually deducting. And before approving issue credits because of smart contract are there at the backend. As soon as I approve then issue, smart contract will issue credits on the name of that account holder. But before that, some amount of insurance credits will be taken from that amount, because I have to provide insurance for if the plantation goes wrong against the calamity or natural or anything. I'll be able to provide him insurance for that. It's basically like insurance market. Now, after the government has approved my verification report, after layers of verification, I'll have the option for buffer pool. Basically, it's an insurance pool in which, according to my risk assurance, according to my risk measure of my plantation, government will take some credits out of my credits assigned through the project. It will basically save it for the future use, like insurance against the calamity or natural incidents. So this is buffer pool, and it will increase if the risk of my plantation increase, and they will release some amount of buffer back to me again into my wallet if risk decrease or stays the same in the next monitoring report. Now here comes my wallet and market, which is basically 3D blockchain based. Here, as my monitoring report will be submitted and approved, smart contracts add some amount of the mentioned amount of carbon credits into my wallet, so I can buy credits and sell credits on my own in the marketplace. So basically this is the marketplace for our app. So this is how our app is working, from data uploads like PDD uploads, monitoring reports, images by communities, NGOs, going at the back end and fetching by the government NCCR portal for further review and assigning it to ACVA. And this whole process is tamper proof. How? Basically every document or image is is going to IPFS for generating hash of that report and saving at the block and in a Merkle tree format, which will efficient storage. Basically, it is on using Merkle tree on blockchain. So every document will be hashed with timestamp so that we can know if the document changes, the hash will be changed again, and we'll know that there is some corruption in the document or the project report. And there are smart contracts at the backend which will issue the carbon credits and allow the user to register on by own. It's basically a smart thing. It's a algorithms which will work on their own on the blockchain to automate things. And now I'll talk on the feasibility and viability and business aspect of this project. Basically, to tackle the fake old photos or thermosaic map fail, we have used triple layer verification. And for you, and it's basically for NGOs and communities, it's very user friendly, as I've shown you on the on a portal. And it's we are using XCI, which are X factor, and also the revenue model of this by taking fees at every step, like government charges. In today's scenario, also government charges at every step, like for registration, for manual verification by the ACBA, government charges at every step. So this was all about business project and align